I wanted to speak today and thank the newest board members for doing exactly what the citizens of Kootenai County voted for you to do, to protect children from the perversion and obscenity that has been documented to be flowing into our libraries. As our Idaho legislature gets ready to convene, it is highly likely a bill will be passed that finally peels off the exemption that libraries have been hiding behind for over 40 years. No one could have guessed the degree to which this exemption has been exploited. And to those at this table who are resisting that correction, I would ask you why. Nationally, the issue of inappropriate library books for minors seems to be center stage. Parents and concerned citizens have rallied together across the country to say enough is enough, stop messing with our kids. And yet there remains by some a seemingly prideful obstruction to that passionate plea. Simultaneously, threats of a lawsuit now hang over our board. Is this an attempt by former board members to hinder necessary conviction against the onslaught of these obscene books? As a reminder, this is what was printed and circulated to our community last May. A similar comic was allowed to be printed in the Coeur d'Alene Press. And though many in Idaho are now the target of lawfare, it will not prevail against the truth. It never will. To the board majority, I would say the material selection and the withdrawal and reconsideration policy revisions are commendable and worthy to be approved. You are moving in the right direction to protect children, and I would encourage you to remember the 14,000 people that voted for you and want this healthy change. To those that will not stand up against the sexual perversion targeting our kids, including the confusing and twisted trans agenda being pushed at them, I think you should look for a different job. There are millions of people in this nation who will not be forced to deny objective reality. I fully recognize that this board is a secular, or this library is a secular institution, but even you have to adhere to community standards on these issues. I don't hate people that are in the trans agenda or in the trans movement. I'm just saying we don't push that on our kids, so don't put words in my mouth, please. I welcome the changes ahead that will uplift and bring better values to our next generation through your policy work today. Thank you for your service and your time. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Next